aboye at all. I welcome you once again, my viewers all over the world. Today, I'm going to talk on ODU Ika maji. Ika maji, also known as Ika maji, Kale Kale Ebo. And Ika maji is taking number 13 in ODU IFA Oromila. Ika maji, who is the controller, is the controller. Ika maji. When we're talking about Ika maji has positive and negative. As I've always said, in every ODU there is positive and there are negative. So today I'm going to talk on details. I want to be details on this ODU Ika maji. The Ika maji was the ODU that God Almighty Olodumare gave authority known as Ase. Ika maji was one of the most junior ODU out of the 356 ODU. But because Ika maji was able to see God, it was an ODU that saw God and met with God, and God Olodumare gave Ika maji the authority to speak with the others. That is why when Ika maji comes out in a group of other ODUs, whatever thing that Ika says must be accepted because God Almighty has given Ika the authority to speak. And Ika maji was also the one that divined for the lantern, that is the light, which was now modified to a lantern today. Ika maji on that racket was able to divide for that lantern ukpa light, ukpa anamewo ukpa to boy. Ijobo or figbori no or unakikpa. It is the assistance that the kerosene gave to the thread that the threads that give us light. If you look at a light now, which is the lantern, where kerosene is being exhausted, you see the thread will still be burning, but the burning rate will be going down slowly. So for that light to continue, you have to refuel the lantern to enable the light to continue. That was how Ika maji now make us human being to be a slave or a servant to the lantern. That is why we always serve the lantern. The same Ika maji was also the one that divided for the ego. When ego was leaving heaven, and ego was told, and he now destined by saying that when it comes to this earth, he must kill tortoise before he will not prosper to meet up to the peak of his prosperity. Ogo to boy, anamewe ukpe ha o ogo ya gbegui a o ogo a o ve sokpa ogo ogbegui ni on Ika maji. Ika maji yon bonde talking about stress. This is Ika maji talking about stress. This is Ika maji. So today, as I said, Ika maji means drawing or pulling together, drawing in or pulling together. That is Ika maji. In spiritual terms, it refers to a gathering of personal power, which is Ase. Personal power becomes manifest through the use of invocations or through the use of the power of the word. This is Ika maji, which it has authority. Kale Kale Ebo, it has that power to talk, and that power come to reality. Ika in the positive manifestation can be the source of personal power, used for protection, healing, transformation, and the creation of our borders. It is the fundamental element in the process of self-affirmation. The negative manifestation of Eka is the source of what? An evil spell, bringing bad luck and trouble. That is the negative side of it. To bewitch, practicing witchcraft, or gossips and unfair degradation of other people. The key phrase. Eka creates development of the power of the word. Word. A spoken word. It develops the power of a spoken word. Ashe. Eka maji. This piece of running away from evil thoughts, evil actions, and evil utterances. That is Eka maji. Ifa says, evil does not pay, but doing good and taking good and speaking out good words attract enormous blessings from Olodumare. This is Eka maji. If evil is not curbed by sound spiritual step, it will attract generational curse which may last forever. Therefore, let us let the habit of doing good, speaking good, and taking good be our lot. Orabila says, people with the mark of Eka maji are prone to suffering and pain due to evil mindset, evil action, and evil utterances. Orabila says, to ward off evil actions and evil utterances, a positive action must be performed on a daily basis, followed by positive thoughts with positive deeds. Eka maji. This ODU advises us not to rely on evil or to do evil or speak evil so that evil will not be our lot and the lot of our generation. Remember what Olodumare says through Oromila in one of his teachings on Eka maji. By hitting, striking, or beating the corpse of an evil person, the perpetrator of evil becomes two. The statement means evil attracts double or multiple evil consequences. Hence, do not dwell in evil. Don't do evil or plan evil. It is always wise to be good. This is Eka maji, because evil never pays in the end. Oromila teaches us to avoid evil thoughts, evil deeds, and evil utterances at all times, to ward off the present, past, and future causes and suffering. The sanctity of Oromila is established under this ODU as a result of a divine steps of constant prayers, pursuance of truth, love, and wisdom that will lead to generational blessing and good life. Eka maji is a male ODU. This is a male ODU. Ifa says there is no death or diseases with this person that is carrying this ODU. He must offer his sacrifice in full, not in half. People with this sign are always surrounded by people who inflict pains on others or delight in the suffering of others. He has to be constantly on guard because they have no friends, no family, they are always alone. Eka maji predicts that it is a good time to conceive, as well as indicating that you should always be feeding your head, Uri, in order to make good choices. If this ODU is girls for a person, he will be in difficulties because he has a very jealous enemy who try to block his opportunities. This ODU of Ifa is one empowered by Olodumare. The children of Eka maji do not have friends or believe in anyone. They only think of themselves and believe that all men are equal, and it is not like that. They are proud and boastful. And for disobeying Ifa, they roll down the slope until they are lost. Using kola nuts when Eka maji is being sacked. Those that are carrying Eka maji as their patron ODU, when you are going to to make sacrifice to the orisas. The usage of kola nut, and that kola nut need to be added, put inside water, ordinary water, night water, a cold water, ame no fure avi eveni ziru da weke no fure ana mieve e kameji to boy eve na ya we ya na ya zese amoso vi eveni oka wu amen eveni oruwa me abe no fure amoso ri eve yiwa me no fure aya zese e kameji the say akari agesu when a sun is being fixed you must put that kola nut inside water. The affiliated orisas, Orobila, Eshu, Elegba, Olodumare, Ogun, Eziza, Shango, Uloko, Obatala. The taboos are the children of Eka maji cannot eat peanuts or corn or car. The Eka maji sign point out indicate the opening of trade in the country. The Eka maji profession, the profession of the Eka maji children, they are into trade, buying and selling. When they are into that, yes, that business will really triumph. Eka maji prohibits consecrated priests of other religions in Ifa. The children of this Odu do not have friends or believe in anyone. They only think of themselves and believe that all men are equal, and it is not like that. They are proud and boastful. They have the power of seeing things before those things happen. They have that power to see things before they happen, and they are gifted with that. So if you are carrying this Odu and all these things is no longer working for you, when you speak and your authority be denied, contact us so that we don't tell you what to do. Eka maji ọmọ asẹ wa mi wẹ asẹ wẹ to boy wa ta ọmọ igba wa ta ẹsẹ contact us, we not tell you what to do in order for that power to come back to you. That's a Eka maji kale but they have that power to speak and it comes to reality. You understand? So that is what this Odu is saying. They always want to be on top, to be bosses, to command, and to be obeyed, even if they are right and try to impose their will. Also, their inner self, they are cursing people and they believe that the self do not hear it, and they doubt all things and all people. This Odu, because of marital infidelity. If you are having marital problem, so contact us. They lose their life or cry with internal rage for not crying in front of others. When they fail to catch the one they wish to destroy, they are strong-willed and dominant. Eka maji predict that this person who will help you solve your problems will show up without waiting for that person. Yes, as a child or a devotee of Orobila, carry this Odu at your Ogbodu. Your helper will always come. If someone you least expected is the one that is going to give you assistance, someone you least expected, you are not going to go for it. That your helper, someone that is going to assist you, must come to meet you. He must come and meet you. That is Eka maji. You understand? That is Eka maji. And Eka maji on its own, Eka maji predicts that the person who will help you solve your problem will show up without waiting for you, and this is the one who you least expected. The women with this Odu Atugbodu likes the man to suck her vulva. Says of the Odu of Ifa Eka maji, the woman who comes to me will find happiness, who are always crying. Modesty and simplicity go inside the chest of riches. The gallon falls into the water. It does not reach the bottom. If they don't give me my place, it is certain that they will take it away. These are the riddles in Eka maji. What I say, Olodumare, yes, these are the riddles of it. The one who thinks to betray is already consummated. That is, you must surely have misfortune. These are the riddles of it. My life has a name. What is that name in Eka maji? The name is problem. These are the riddles for it. Thanks to the boat came wet. If I don't hear advice, I would grow old. All trees dry up, Babol does not. These are riddles in the Eka maji. The man clings to his old stick in his work on land and an old wood in the sea. These are the riddles of it. The God was born out of disobedience. The king of answers never dies poor. The answer king never dies poor. These are the riddles of it. Eka maji. When this Odu appears in Okpele or Iken divination, in an ordinary divination, the person should be advised that he must make a sacrifice He will be told, if he's a man, that a woman called to marry him of her own free will. That is a Eka maji. A woman comes to marry him out of her own free will. That woman will serve him with obedience and loyalty on the end of her life. If this Odu comes out for a woman in ordinary divination, not Ubodu, she will be told that she will find a new husband, that he will serve her as a slave, and that she will not think of marrying any other woman after her. That is this Odu. So that anything that aspired can bear fruit, you have to make sacrifice. You are told to make sacrifice. When you are able to make sacrifice, whatever thing you aspire for, whatever thing you plan for, it will always bear, it will always increase. That is a Eka maji. When this sign is being seen, if a Eka maji is presented at the initiation ceremony at Ubodu, this is Ubodu, yes. Two things are very involved. Esu is very important on this very Odu. Orisala must be well cared for because it was he who caused Baba Eka maji. He must sacrifice to Eshu, very very important, and to avoid danger of disappointment. There is a counter insurmountable problem, that is also bonoma sunu. Then I need koso bonoma sunu. Almost so they say always soon to boy the koso bonoma sunu make that bria. You must daily worship Olodumare and ask him when telling him your problems. To obtain his crown, you must sacrifice a goat to Eshu, very important, a dog to Ogun, and a mature goat and eggs to the elders of the night. These are three things: Eshu, Ogun, and the elders of the night. This Odu prescribed when it comes for a man who has several brothers to try to provide his Ifa and to sacrifice Ogun with a goat. These are very important. In this way, he will eliminate the envy of his own brothers and will come to provide his own home and stable business. He has to sacrifice to the deity of Olokun so that he can remove obstacles and difficulties. The sacrifice must be made at the dock of, that is the river where the sheep bathes. This is the river Okun Ezen Noko Ji, so that he can be able to avoid false accusation against accusing him of stealing or of theft, so that he will not go and serve any theft. And it's very very important. Sacrifice needs to be made, and when this sacrifice is being made, the head of the animal that was used to feast Oromila must be placed at Oromila's shrine, and the head need to be dried there. You just leave it there. When a Eka maji appears for a woman, she will be told that her stomach problem is due to not inviting people to eat. You tell her she must make a sarah for people, so that people will not eat with her. Whatever thing she used to make that sacrifice, whatever sacrifice, she should always share. She will also be advised not to be greedy. For a woman desire to have children, so that woman need not to be greedy. You must sacrifice what the Ifa divination described. It is very very necessary. So when a Eka maji, his worst enemies are his own brothers by blood or religion. A Eka maji, the welfare of the Igbo starts from his opposite. Ifa wants this person to be well to be good. Ifa says that he will serve him from the clutches, he will save him from the clutches of death, diseases or losses. He must add akara to his sacrifice. They advise him to take care of the land and offer sacrifice. You understand? So what are we trying to say now? Which is just the commentary of this Odu. What are the commentary of this very Odu? That is the well-being of the Awu of this very Odu. The well-being of the person that is carrying this Odu. The commentary. Ifa says that this person should make ebo if they are going on a journey. Ifa says that this person should make ebo if they earn a living with a boat. Ifa says that this person will become wealthy if they work with a stranger. Ifa says this person is having a difficult time in a personal relationship. Ifa says if this person is married, they are having problem in their marriage. Ifa says this person is overly anxious and this condition is making their problem worse. Ifa says there are people who wants to help this person, but this person is the one driving his helper away. Ifa says this person needs courage. What are other taboos? Like this person is not supposed to eat monkey, a green monkey. He is supposed not to eat that. That is what this Odu is saying. This Odu is a very fine Odu, and it's a male Odu that anyone that is carrying this Odu at Odu. So whatever difficulties you are passing through, hardship, you are passing through this Odu, I want you to feel free, contact me, ask me questions. Ask me questions if there's any areas you are facing difficulties. So we are here to help you so that you can have a better life with this Odu that you are carrying. I greet you once again. My name still remains Apostle Elder FESTUS ENOBAKHARE IGBINOSUN. My telephone number are 070-311-54906. The other number is 080-567-43599. ODU Obara-Yoka Temple, Eriwoya.